And Nathan said, you didn't do this. In the corner over here, where you think ain't nobody gonna see, y'all see everything.
Shall we begin?
But today people want to talk and don't want to be judged. I want you to judge everything I say. I want you to judge everything I say.
I want you to judge everything I say.
And I tell you what, Brother Eric, you are a testimony to the ministry of Straightway Truth. And you're a perfect example of showing people how important that it really truly is to know these scriptures, to know this book, to know what you're talking about, because you're not bearing witness to the Straightway Truth. You're bearing witness to the one who redeemed you. You're bearing witness to the one who saved you. All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dowell, and I'm here speaking to you this evening with my sister, one of the daughters of Zion, a Hebrew Israelite from Miami, Florida. And this is Sister
Nelly
from Miami, Florida. And her husband will be on live tonight. But, you know, Sister Nelly has such a wonderful testimony that will strengthen you daughters of Zion out there, because, you know, it's good for you to hear from another Israelite sister when you can understand some of the challenges and things that you yourself deal with on a daily basis, to see how peaceful and how happy another daughter of Zion is once she has come out of it. So, Sister Nelly, can you please tell us your testimony, if you don't mind sharing it with the YouTube audience out there?
When I was introduced to Pastor Dowell, I was outraged at what I was hearing.
You got mad at me?
I did. I was very...
You got mad at me?
I did. I was very...
You got mad at me?
I did. I was very upset at my husband for even entertaining listening to a deceiver, I thought. And as I continued to listening to a deceiver, I thought. And as I continued to listening to a deceiver, I thought. And as I continued to study the Word, and when my husband introduced Pastor Dowell to me, I saw the video and he was talking about Christians, and I was like, that is a deceiving person. I was like, that is a deceiving person.
I was like, that is a deceiving person.
Don't listen to him. And I was outraged at my husband Eric for listening or even entertaining this man, Pastor Dowell, on YouTube. And when my husband told me that for months he had been following him, at that point I started rebuking Eric, Pastor Dowell, and I was like, you have to, come to the realization that you need to ask for forgiveness, and you need to stop letting people deceive you and lie to you and just, persuade you. And then he showed me later on a video of Pastor Dowell's.
All right, so let me go this route then. So after you understood that I was telling the truth,
yes.
So now I'm no longer your enemy.
No longer. No longer.
So now I'm no longer your enemy.
No longer. No longer. In the month of February, the first week of February, Pastor Dowell has shared a message on Saturday of different saints that are selling and getting rid of their items to try to gather enough money to move into the country and leave those, busy, sinful cities. Mm-hmm. As soon as the Sabbath was over, I told Eric, we need to start being obedient. God is telling us to be obedient. I could just feel it. Let's just start. We don't know where we're going. But let's start selling our items. Let's just get rid of as much as we can. Gather some money, buy some tickets wherever the Lord lead us. And Eric was like, fine, let's do it. And less than 2 weeks later, Eric gets a confirmation of a job in Puerto Rico. Less than 2 weeks later, Eric gets a confirmation of a job in Puerto Rico. And I knew at that point that our obedience, not waiting for the location, the destination of where God was leading us, we acted first in obedience. We started getting rid of items, and then he showed us where we were going because of our obedience.
for the short period of time that Brother Eric has been into this, he has a strong command for the word.
Oh, yes, he
Which, you know, I'm very adamant about people knowing the word. So, are you genuinely at peace?
Yes, I am.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, you have a lovely family.
Yes.
I mean, y'all have a beautiful, beautiful family. Y'all so at peace.
Yes, we are. We are at peace.
So, Pastor Dowell, the preacher, the teacher, the man that is always hollering and screaming behind the video camera and up in the pulpit and stuff. Now, you're living here, you and your husband, with my wife and I in the house. I'm a little bit different as opposed to when I'm preaching and teaching, right? Well, that's because you're an Israelite now.
Yes,
Listen,
I am an Israelite.
Because you're honoring your head, which is your husband, and the head of your husband, which is Christ, and it goes up the line. Because of that, the Most High has honored you the way people should be treating you as a married woman, a faithful married woman, and a mother. Now that honor automatically comes to you just because you changed your dress.
Yes. And my daughter could go on a debate about the word of the Lord with anyone, because she's like my husband. She eats and tears up the word. She's like chewing every verse, and she puts it in her heart, and she'll just quote it to you as Yah puts it in her. And she's amazing.
Wow. And I noticed that you and your husband are not like running to the door looking to see what they're doing or what's going on or nothing like that.
My children are with family. They're safe. We're okay. We're at peace.
All right, sister. Hey, I appreciate the testimony, and I'm sure that many other people out there would definitely appreciate the testimony. It's going to bring a strength to them, especially the daughters of Zion. You can see the transformation. You can hear it in her voice, the sincerity in her voice. You know that she's sincere and she means business. And it's an honor for myself and Sister Carol to actually have her and her husband here in our house visiting with us. And then from here, they're going to Puerto Rico. Yeah. Puerto Rico to be an outlet, an outpost of the straightway truth down there. Yeah. Ain't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful? And the devil is a lie. Yes, so her husband will be on with me tonight on the Straightway Truth radio broadcast. We hope you and you will be there to watch old brother Eric, because we're going to talk about a few things and stuff. And then, of course, I'm going to take your phone calls. And with that, I'll say shalom, shalom, shalom. Be at peace. The King is coming.
Shalom.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Let me know. I am here with a very special Israelite brother who has driven up all the way from Miami. We got brother Eric Gonzalez. Y'all seen him on YouTube. Now, him and his family has driven up here from Miami, Florida, because they're moving to Puerto Rico. I got that class from your wife today, bro. I think I'm saying it right. I could be wrong, brother, but please forgive me, brother, all right? I'm trying. Where's Eric at? All right, but we got, come on around here. This is his oldest daughter right here, who's very strong. Kind of reminds you of Elias and stuff. She's very strong in the faith, too. And the whole entire family is just a beautiful family. Brother Eric is doing a wonderful job with his family and stuff, leading them and guiding them. And she, like her mama, couldn't stand me at first either. That's how it usually works. But now she loves me, which is beautiful.
It's like, well, let me say this. When I explain it to my children, that you may understand a little bit better. If I take crayons, colors, that my kids are young, so I raise them understanding that if I take a red crayon and a white crayon and I allow them to become one, they're going to burst pink. It's like taking a man and a woman. When they become one, they become a marriage. From singles, they become one. So it's very important to understand that, love is being patient and kind. Now, a lot of times when we look at Pastor Dowell, even I, when I first seen Pastor Dowell, I was like, man, this brother is carnal. this brother is off the chain. This brother needs Jesus. This brother needs some help, really. I was looking at him and I'm like, man, this brother is carnal. But let me say this. First and foremost, he is a pastor, and I am not a pastor. He is a pastor, and being a pastor, leadership can get away with some stuff. Leadership can get away with some stuff.
You know, when you look at the regular secular marriage situation, you know, the vow of sickness and health until death do you part. All right. And also better or for worse. Now, people have, you know, different things that they believe concerning what is better or for worse. But when you really truly watch the integrity of people's heart, you find out that people basically are hypocritical liars. And whenever they get married to someone, it's not for sickness or in health. It's not if you're rich or you're poor. It's not for better or for worse. It's based on what you can do for me. And if you some way, somehow become oppressive to me, and if you can't fulfill all my lust and dreams, then we're just going to cut this relationship off and go off to somewhere else. Okay, Sister Nelly, how many chickens you done?
3, sir.
3. Now you from Miami, right?
Yes, sir.
You're in Miami, okay. So everybody's out early morning doing chicken. Now look at this right here. I want to show y'all something. Okay, Sister Nelly, how many chickens you done?
Sir.
3. Now you from Miami?
Sir.
3. Now you from Miami?
Sir.
3. Now you from Miami?
3. Now you from Miami?
Right?
Yes, sir.
You're in Miami, okay. So everybody's out early morning doing chicken. Now look at this right here. I want to show y'all something.
Lamb's book of life. Hallelujah. So we can lift up the heavy hands and hang down. And lift up holy hands and say, thank you for the blood. 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 That never loses its power. Hallelujah.
Testify, God lives on high. Testify, 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 God lives on high. Testify, 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 God lives on high. Testify, 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 I thank the Most High for He has been very good to me and my children. He has brought us to a safe place where we have found peace and true freedom. And in Him I have my being, and I worship Him in spirit and truth, for He is mine, Yah, and my love. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! God is good, so good, so good, so good. He's so good.
Well, anyway, the nature of this video is because I got a man that secretly goes around behind my back and slanders me. And whatever sorry pieces of crap or ears that he can get, he'll speak into them. And what's amazing about it, that there's not one thing about this man that he has no fruit on his tree that anybody will be willing to eat from whatsoever at all. There's a man out there by the name of Eric Gonzalez that continues to keep slandering not only my name, but the community name, but I'm not even really in the picture. He slanders the name of his ex-wife. He slanders the name of his children. He continues to paint a picture. You have to understand, when people are very prideful and very envious, and their so-called little character is hurt, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to act like that they're concerned, but then they're going to fill you full of poison. And then I'm telling you, the question is why are you sitting there listening to it? And if you choose to listen to this dog of a pig by the name of Eric Gonzalez, you go ahead and do it. But don't come back here to Straightway and don't fellowship with anybody. I'm sending a warning throughout all of the community to those of you who are part of Straightway, whether you be here or whether you be scattered abroad throughout the states or the world. If you pick and choose to fellowship with that pig, that dog, you do it by your own accord and own apparel.
Now, emphasis added right here. We're going to position ourselves here, okay? Where's the widow supposed to go if her husband passes away? That's based on conditions, though, isn't it? She only has two options. Either her father's house or she goes to her husband's brother's house. Speak to them, know the law. Where does the divorced woman go? Where does the divorced woman go?
Where does the divorced woman go?
Back to her father's house. Back to her father's house.
back to her father's house.
Well, it's talking about law of vows, is it not? Why? Because a woman can't sit up there and just turn around and make her own vows. She can vow it, but she has a head over her in some capacity that determines if that vow stands or is thrown out. Showing you again patriarchal headship.
All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, sisters from YouTube. We're having a wonderful time here with Brother Ricky, Sister Nelly, and her father, who's up visiting us here from Puerto Rico. They've been with us for a few days, going to be here another day, and we're enjoying them, having a wonderful time.
But let me say this. First and foremost, he is a pastor, and I am not a pastor. He is a pastor, and being a pastor, leadership can get away with some stuff. Leadership can get away with some stuff. Leadership can get away with some stuff.